Good day, class. Good day, mom. My topic for today is all about Nano World. Now, before that, let us first define what is Nano World. Accordingly, Nano World is a world at a microscopic level as dealt with by nanotechnology, includes atoms, molecules, and things not seen with the naked eye. So ito yung mga mundo na hindi natin nakikita ng ating mga mata. So we need to use microscope para makikita natin sila. Next. In order to understand more about Nano World, here are the important personages that contributed to the growth of nanoscience and nanotechnology. He is Gerd Binig and Heinrich Rohrer. In 1981, Gerd Binig and Heinrich Rohrer developed the scanning tunneling microscope, an instrument for imaging surfaces at the atomic level, at IBM George Research Laboratory, for which they were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1986. So si Gerd Binig and Heinrich Rohrer, sila yung nag-develop ng scanning tunneling microscope. And take note, ang use aning scanning tunneling microscope is to image the surface at the atomic level. No? Ito yung microscope na gagamitin para makikita natin ang mga bagay na hindi nakikita ng ating mga mata. Example is katong mga molecules and atoms. Next, si Calvin Quate, Gerd Binig, and Christoph Gerber, they invented the atomic force microscope in 1986. It can image almost any type of surface including polymers, ceramics, composites, glass, and biological samples. So itong polymers, ito ay isang halimbawa ng nanoparticles or nanomaterials na ginagamit nila. Ito yung mga particles na ilahang studihan sa atomic gamit ang atomic force nga microscope. The atomic force microscope is the defining instrument for the whole field of nanoscience and nanotechnology. It enables its users in research and high-tech industry to investigate materials at the atomic scale. So, as what I have said earlier, ang atomic force microscope is used to investigate materials na nasa atomic levels or atomic scale. Just like katong akong giingon, ang polymers or katong ceramics or katong mga anything na naa sa mga atomic level na mga particles or mga nanoparticles. Next, here, no, look at your screen. Ito yung polymer nanocomposite. So, ito ay isang halimbawa ng mga nanoparticles na i-investigate gamit ang atomic force microscope. And kani siya is gigamitan na siya microscope, no, kay makita naman nato sila. Next is strategies against COVID-19 with medicinal and nanochemistry. So, ang COVID-19 is kanang naagihapon siya mga nanoparticles, no? That's why even in COVID-19, ang nanotechnology is also very useful, no? Ang kanang kadto nga mga microscope is ginagamit pud siya in order to investigate nga kadtong mga nanomaterials nga naa sa COVID-19. Next, Look at your screen, kaning IBM logo. This was the first object assembled atom by atom. Take note, atom by atom. So it is very lisod jud, no? Nga mag-assembled kag object nga atom by atom. No? 1989, IBM researcher Don Igler was the first to manipulate atoms using a scanning tunneling microscope. He used 35 xenon atoms to spell out the IBM logo. He shared the 2010 Kavli Prize in Nanoscience for this work. Now, no, si Don Igler, he is the first one to manipulate that atom by atom na assembled that object. Next, initial commercial application. The early 2000s saw the beginnings of the use of nanotechnology in commercial products, although the most applications are limited to the bulk use of passive nanomaterials. Take note, early 2000, no, nagsugod na paggamit og nanotechnology sa mga commercial products. Next, Just like this one, mga examples, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide nanoparticles in sunscreen. So, muna siya ang mga ginagamit na mga nanoparticles nga gi-apply siya in commercial products just like cosmetics and some foods products. Silver nanoparticles in food packaging, in clothing, and also disinfectants. House appliances such as silver carbon nanotubes for stain-resistant textiles and cerium oxide as fuel catalyst. So, kaning nga mga example are some of the nanoparticles that is applicable in commercial product. Take note na early 2000. Next. Okay, so here are the potential uses of nanoscience and nanotechnology. So top 10 lang ni siya, no? Actually, daghan pa og mga potential uses ani, but we have top 10 uses. The first one, energy production, conservation, and storage. So, we have natay kanang nanoparticles nga magamit in energy production, and that is carbon nanofibers. So just take note, no, kay wala na ko na siya gi-include din sa PPT. Okay, so first, carbon nanofibers, it provides highly useful qualities like liquid and water resistant. Next, enhancement of agricultural productivity. Ang nanotechnology is also very useful in terms of agricultural productivity. Naatay na carbon nanoparticles, just like graphene, carbon dots, and fuellerness nga it is used to improve seed germination para mas daghan pa og mga seed or para mo improve ang productivity sa atong agricultural nga aspects. Now, next, treatment and remediation of water. So even in treatment and remediation of water, nanotechnology and nanoscience is very useful too. First, we have nanotechnology that called is microscopic, nanoscopic. So take note, naatay nanotechnology nga gigamit in treatment of water that is called nanoscopic materials. Just like carbon nanotubes for nanofiltration. So, di ba sa naari ang ulan, dili siya mainom. But, if i-filter na siya, pwede natong mainom ang tubig nga gikan sa ulan. So, ginagamit ang nanoscopic nga material for nanofiltration. Next, screening and diagnosing diseases. Even in diagnosing diseases, we also use nanotechnology. And it's great of use for diagnosing diseases ang nanotechnology for various nanoparticles that has potential use for detecting precancerous cells and other indicators of diseases, no? Just like magnetic nanoparticles, no? Ang kaning magnetic nanoparticles, we use this one to detect precancerous cells. So, that's why naasad gihapon magamit nato ang nanotechnology in diagnosing diseases. Next, for system for drug delivery. Ang nanotechnology is useful in drug delivery SED, in forming delivery system from nanoscale molecules such as liposomes. So, naatay nanoscale molecules nga giform nato siya og delivery system. Next, processing and storing food. Ang nanotechnology is also useful in food processing to detect the bacteria in packaging, no? Natay mga canned goods. So, ang kaning nanotechnology is ginagamit siya in order to detect bacteria in food packaging. Next, controlling air pollution. Ang atoang kalibutan karon is full of polluted na kaayo ang atoang kalibutan. Daghan na kay mga factories, daghan kay mga cars, labi na pag krudo ang gamit, grabe ka itom ang aso sa mga sakyanan. And ang nanotechnology is useful in controlling air pollution. unsa man ang gamit? By the use of nanocatalyst that works by speeding the chemical reaction that transform the harmful vapor from cars and factories into harmless gases. So ang kaning nanocatalyst gigamit siya nga ang kaning mga harmful vapor kay mga makadaot man jud nino kay pamingon tag pollution, air pollution, makadaot man gyud na siya. But through the use of nanocatalyst, matransform nato ang harmful nga vapor from cars and factories into harmful gases. Harmless gases nga dili na siya makadaot. Okay? So next, construction. Imagine even in construction, no? Ma-amaze ta kay maggamit sa tag nanotechnology and nanoscience, no? Unsa man ang mga example ana niya? We have nanotubes. Ang kaning nanotubes is ang iyahang use is to change the elasticity and the strength and conductivity of materials used in construction, no? Gigamit siya para mas strengthen pa ang kaning iyahang mga materials or tools na ginagamit para sa construction to make buildings. Next, monitoring health. In monitoring health, we have nanotechnology used. In this matter, we call this nanolitry system. Take note, we call this nanolitry system. It is used as biosensor to find diseases. So even in monitoring health, nanotechnology is very useful through the biosensor para makita niya ang mga diseases. Next, in detecting and controlling pests. Useful gihapon kaayo si nanotechnology in terms of detecting and controlling pests. Now, I have 3 examples here. This is the nanoporous zeolites that is for efficient dosage of water and fertilizer. The next one is nanocapsules. Ang kaning nanocapsules, it is used for pest management para ma-manage nato ang mga pest, no? Okay, next is nanosensor for pest detection para ma-detect niya nga naay mga peste sa palibot. So, mo na siya nga para kabalo man ta nga mostly sa mga Pinoy is naga-agriculture na sila or nagatanom. So, mo na nga kung wala ni nanotechnology, I cannot imagine kung unsa atong kalibutan, di ba? In summary, nanoscience and nanotechnology has a great impact in our lives. Kay, di ba, sa akong gisulti kaganina, nga daghan kaayo even in energy production ug bisan pa sa agricultural productivity and also sa diagnosing diseases and in processing food and controlling air pollution, especially in monitoring health, is ang nanotechnology and nanoscience is very useful kaayo. We cannot imagine if wala ning nanoscience, if wala ning nanotechnology, if wala ning Nano World, what would happen ani? 'Di ba? Have you imagined? So that's why nga we should appreciate the use of nanotechnology and nanoscience. Kay even in our COVID or even in our pandemic times, ang kaning nanotechnology is ginagamit siya through what way? Kana di ay atong vaccine karon. Kanang vaccine karon before na siya na-invent, gigamitan na siya og kadtong atomic force microscope nga kanang para ma-studyhan nila ang mga nanoparticles, di ba? Katong mga atomic scale, katong atomic level na mga, or that is what we call nanoparticles, no? Para ma-studyhan nila and to create that vaccine. And also even in wala pa man tay cure karon ana, no, pero pag maabot na ang pag makahimo sila medicine para ana, magamit gihapon ng mga nanoparticles, naa gihapon ng nanoparticles and nanomaterials para makahimo og medicine for that tambal ana niya. Okay, cure ana. So that's all my report. I am April Joy Madagmit from Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. That's all and thank you.